Hi everyone, it's Rita. I haven't been on here in a while. I'm an Akashic record reader and accessor, and I've got the Akasha of Humanity on April 6th, 2025 open. And as I was opening the records, I was hearing like, like the stock market. I was like curious, like what the energy would be like because the stock market is crashing, cryptocurrency has come down, and it's almost like people are like, oh, like they're so used to now these waves and they don't expect anything to be really like, so it's good because as what we focus on, we start to structurally create. And so there's a lot of shifting going on because we have these old paradigms that are shifting. Banking, health, all these different things. And we're waking up more and more to the fact that we are energetic beings. And you see that in the film we started called Revelation of You, which you can find some links on this channel. And I've got a quantum membership group. We actually meet on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. We're going to meet twice a month. It's $11 a month to meet with us, and we open up the Akash of our group, and we really get guidance for the month. And so, what do we need? What does humanity need to know right now? What is like the rover? So I get the fact that it's like this ho hum, like things are just going up and down. It's almost like they're saying it's not like you're bored because you're not really bored of this, but there is a level of acceptance about what's happening, even with your wars and things, even though you don't like them, there's a level of acceptance around them that they're part of the expansion of consciousness. There's like a cellular recognition of a lot of these things that we're experiencing. So what does my TikTok group need to know about April 6th, humanity, what's going on the planet? Don't be in fear about anything. Play more and more with practicing your level of creation in this environment. You are creating everything in your environment down to the reflection of your cells. And don't be in judgment of that. Be in resonance. And if something doesn't feel good to you, know that you can shift the energy of it by focusing on what you want to expand. You are a creator being. You don't need anyone else to help you with that. You may not totally understand this, but a lot of the things that you're going to experience in the next 20 years with frequency devices and many different things, they are purely examples of what your potential is today as energetic beings. And Rita shows you some of that in this film she's working on. And yes, she's looking for a fun production team that's metaphysical, that has an international footprint, wants to have a lot of fun, wants to explore more in the level of intention in your field. So sign up for revelationofyou.com, sign up for updates for her film. That's kind. Of course. They're like, of course. Yeah, and you see that in the film. You see the loving support we have. however you want to define it, gods, angels, God. There's energy that's supporting us and loving on us. What else what does humanity need to know right now? What do we need to know? Time is speed. Your version of time feels very fast right now, which also means your level of creation is happening really fast as well. Learn how to adjust to it. And just like Rita's starting to learn to surf, it's like you lean back and you can slow the board down. So lean back in your environment and try to go into more observation mode. And you'll have an effect on your own time warp by just kind of leaning back. And it'll give you a chance to, leaning back will give you a chance to expand and feel more full with your air and your environment. They want me to remind you to muscle test with the pendulum like this, however you need to learn how to muscle test. It's very important right now that you know what your yes, no is and that you know how to ground into your body. And on my channel here are techniques to help you with that. They're like, nice. Look to your animals for guidance for everything. They will help you with how to stay centered, how to stay grounded, how to stay in the moment, how to enter and exit this plane of existence freely without restriction. Remember, you don't cease to exist. That is the sense when you go through Rita's film, that you don't cease to exist. And the people that you love are still supporting you and with you. They just want you to engage them, and you have to do it at a high vibration. That's the thing that's come through in our membership group, where we open up the Akash of humanity and we open up the Akash of our group. Is it's a lot of techniques, and they're posted on the Patreon site for members to learn how to ground themselves, learn how to bring up their energy, because your everything is in resonance. So you need to bring your energy up if you're going to play at a higher level. And they said, when we mean play, we mean play. That's cool. You are amazing creators. You are here to have fun. You're here to expand consciousness through the contrast that you experience, but you're not here to let that weigh you down. You are here to move through it as quickly as you can and get on to the expansion of consciousness, to keep having joy, to get on to that next level of experiencing freedom and growth in a joyful moment, and a reflective period that feels joyful. Joy is the key. It's interesting. That's an Abraham thing too. Abraham Hicks. Go in your closet right now. It's spring cleaning. They're like, go in your closet, pull out the stuff you love, keep that. Everything else, donate it. What looks good on you, what you feel good in, keep it. Let everything else go. There's a level of impermanence to everything. And every time you experience that level of impermanence, you are embracing more of yourself. You are love. You are supported. You are expansive. You are energy. Jesus says we are 97.7% energy. And if you can understand that and try to eclipse it, then you are owning your essence. So what else do we need to know? Mars and the moon have already been conquered by your planet and other planets. Don't let anyone fool you. There are structures that you are a part of that are on the moon and Mars. And I heard Venus. That's interesting. And Venus. That's cool. So then I asked, what do we need to know about the center of the Earth? Because I heard that yes, there are civilizations living in the center of your Earth, or in what you would consider inside your Earth. They consider it the core. So I'm like, what do we need to know about that? It's hard, it would be hard for you intellectually to understand what that's like or what that looks like, and that's okay. So I'm like, is it vibrating at a higher level than us? Because if things vibrate at a higher level, we can't always see them. So they're saying that's a good point, but it's just so foreign to you about what you consider. And they just showed me like the whole worm community. So they just showed me kind of like that. Like, what do you consider a civilization? Would you consider the plant kingdom a civilization? At what threshold do you decide what is a community? So when you start thinking this way, why would it scare you to have a civilization or a community that's from another planet that we interrelate with? So there's an intellectual level around that, where you think of things as being equal. So you're equal to these ETs, or you don't feel equal to like the worm or a mushroom community. And in those communities, I'm hearing those are, in some cases, even more intelligent than you are because they work in community where they support each other and they are expanding always. Just like the seed's always expanding, just like you are always expanding your seeds, your um, generations, they're always expanding. There are so many similarities between you and what you consider sub sub kingdoms or sub communities to you. The more that you can start thinking in this way, the more you'll understand your interconnectedness to the all. And it's like that fractal stuff that when you did the interview with Dr. Bruce Lipton, because we did an interview with them, he started talking about fractals. It's that level of um, observation and understanding about your fractal nature. Well, that's interesting. Yes, Rita. Yes. You see all those books behind you? It's nothing. Paper. Paper. Blow the paper away. Look inside and open your cells up. Learn your power. Learn your essence. Make it for the good Approach your life with love and joy and presence, and you will always be happy. Yours in oneness. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a great week. I'll pop in here as much as I can.